He sees everything as a commodity, even his family. In what way? Let's discuss this later. Ooh, gossip. Let's play The Tragic Loss of M. Slazak, a Lovecraftian mystery. Hello and welcome to Hula New Place, Shot in Your Games. Today I'm going to play a game demo by Beyond Booleans? Beyond Booleans. I thought it was initially Beyond Cool Beans. Okay, but this game looks fantastic. This is a point-and-click adventure game. It has a very unique visual style, which I'm always drawn to. And then, obviously, cosmic horror is my jam. Point-and-click cosmic horror, oh my gosh. So, Miroslav Slazak, a Polish immigrant who fled to Britain shortly before the outbreak of the Second World War. His only possessions were the clothes on his back, his passport, and a large antique ship's chest. It was chained shut. 14th December 1997. 6 people gather for a meal at the request of Miroslav. But Miroslav doesn't arrive. Among them is a young Boris Gawazniak, Miroslav's only grandson, who leads a search for the missing antique dealer. What follows is taut horror mystery in which Boris must come to terms with the changing picture of the man he thought he knew, whilst navigating a twisting labyrinth and fighting for his life against threats, both seen and unseen. I mean, damn! That sounds absolutely hecking amazing. I can't wait to play this demo. Look, Beyond Cool Beans would have been a cool name. You know, come on, you gotta admit it. Ooh, sound design. Good sound design. Don't mind if I do. Oh my god! I got a pixelated individual cursor. Oh, I love unique cursors. Look at it. It's a little hand. Alright. Oh. Dearest, I would like to invite you to a gathering of my closest companions, those I would trust with my darkest secrets. Oh no! The smell of wood smoke permeated the restaurant, drifting out of the bustling kitchen. The letter was not that well readable. It was a little bit blurry, and it was too short. Too short. Can I click out of it? Oh, now I can click. Should have done that with the ladder. The food smelled fantastic, reminding me of my mother's traditional Polish cooking, a staple as I was growing up. So I'm from Germany, but I love Eastern European cooking because it's very potato heavy, and I'm a big potato gal. It made sense that my grandfather Miroslav had chosen such a place for this meal, the first that I can remember him ever arranging. As I sat down, I wondered if I should have gone to more of an effort with my clothes, but I saw that Fraser Harris, Miroslav's assistant, at his antique shop was only wearing a t-shirt and jeans, so I felt slightly better about my faded jumper. Her gravely voice drew my attention. The guy was a creep. Wouldn't leave her alone, kept trying to grab her when she was serving. Now that's him. So I go to check him out, my bar, my responsibility, you know. Anyway, that's when I found out he's that big-time TV comedian, the one who wears all the masks and does all the practical joker stuff. I recognized his voice when I grabbed him, did that weird squeaky yell. So what you do? I checked him out anyway. His show's rubbish. Can't stand practical jokes. Jimmy Young's had a wry smile on his leathery features. Damn, that's so mean. I hope no one ever says this about me. Leathery features, that sounds like you're already kind of mummified. He was a business owner in his late 40s and a familiar face in what he would describe as the trendiest spots in London. However, others would probably disagree. Oh, that's the leathery face? Good lad. Cheers, Nick. Love a bit of rare approval from you. Cherish it. May not happen again for a while. I will forget these voices, so don't get used to them. Nick Youngs, a retired science teacher. Oh no, it's not the leathery face. That was the businessman with a bar? Okay. A retired science teacher in his mid-50s was Jimmy's older brother. Both were the sons of my grandfather's former business partner. I think I'm there. Okay. Lucas Young, sadly deceased many decades earlier, when Nick and Jimmy were barely into secondary school. So they were just friends of the family. My grandfather had taken both boys on his own, helping their mother to raise them alongside his own daughter, my mother Elsa. Oh, that's really nice. So kind of like Kind of like brothers. No, uncles. Uncles. Yeah. So I guess I don't have it. Well, anyway, it is lovely to see you all again. Yes, a pleasure indeed. Sorry, Elsa. That wasn't really polite dinner conversation, was it? I think the wine is hitting me. Should we order? We should probably wait for Miroslav. He did invite us at all. After all, probably. Strange they will be here, though. Why? Jackie Hawker was currently my grandfather's physiotherapist and an effervescent character despite her age, which was close to Nick's. I already forgot his age. Whenever I was lucky enough to share a company, I noticed that her sharply analytical thinking hinted at her previous profession as a police officer. Oh no! You invited a cop to the party? Why would you? You mean this restaurant? It's Polish, isn't it? I mean outside. Has he ever left this building since you knew him? Not that I know of, but he only employed me a couple of years ago. He's quite old though. What is he, 80? Fraser was in his early 20s, but despite his clothing, which was firmly of his age, his mannerisms were far older, especially his habit of pursing his lips and squinting when he was thinking. Is that an old habit? No, that's just usually what people do when they should wear glasses but don't have them. He's 96. Whoop! Since when do young people guess younger than actually? Usually they are like, how old is he? 120? And you're like, I'm 47. I'm not, but I'm close. A good age. I've never known him to go out. My father works hard. Oh, that's Elsa. Okay. Of course, I meant nothing by it. You know that. I need a second. Ziadzios once took me to hospital. What? Yeah. Took me a while. Granddad in Polish. Oh, really? It's what I've always called him. I don't know much Polish or pronounce it well. That fits perfectly because I also can't pronounce it properly. I tried my best to teach you. Yes, you did. I can't deny that. Anyway, I was about 8 and swallowed a coin. He took me to the Royal London. Yes, of course, I remember. He left as soon as I arrived to take care of you. The shop, you know. That's what he always says. Sorry, I mixed the voices. I'm so sorry. I get some breadsticks or something. There's a Polish restaurant. It will be bread and butter, young man. Oh, yes, it will be amazing bread. Like these little buns. Oh, amazing. They like... Okay, so Polish and... there's also... what's it called? Czech meals. They have like a lot of potatoes, amazing sauces, and then like really tender meat. Oh man, I'm hungry. Fair enough. The evening crept into night. Other diners came and went. I mean, at some point you would order something to eat, right? Miroslav, however. I don't like this. Where is Tata? We need to check on him. Yeah, you could be right. I have a key for the shop. We'll take a cab. Oh, look at this. What is he? Is he into theater? Antiques. Oh yeah, antiques. Yeah, that's... If you're new to this channel, that's a thing, you know, short-term memory. Ziadzios, are you in here? The shop was 2 floors of curiosities, with Miroslav's large apartment and 3rd floor above it. I'd always enjoyed visiting him. He kept the most interesting items to himself. Yes, those masks, they look amazing. It's been a while since I've visited the shop. It still smells of mothballs, the same as in my childhood. How interesting. Oh, look, there's the 20... Oh, there's Fraser. Did you see Miroslav today? No, I had a day of today. I saw him yesterday, though. He had a delivery that needed unpacking. What was it? It doesn't matter. It could. Well, books, I think. 3 or 4 old volumes of some French writer, and a couple of small knickknacks. Nothing special. Sorry. Sometimes I enjoy it. You sure about that? No, I mean, come on, man. Do you think I made him disappear? Where do you think he is? Your guess is as good as mine, but I reckon he never left. Wouldn't be the first time he fell asleep in his easy chair. I mean, couldn't we just look then?
A couple months ago, he didn't open up, and I found him slumped in his office sleeping off half a bottle of the Polish Goldwasser stuff.
Goldwasser or gold water? It's probably like something like vodka. How has he been recently? Has he seemed different at all? Distracted?
Don't think so, but of course I haven't known him as long as you. He's always been the same to me. Grumpy, cold, but sharp as anything. Smartest man I know.
Well, you probably don't know that many people. I'm always weirded out when someone says the smartest person I know, because I feel like, first of all, define smart. You know, so many people are smart in different ways. There's not a universal smart person, you know. Especially knowing a lot of academics who are very smart in their field, and then ask them to buy a bus ticket, and they're like, oh, I cannot do this. So, but yeah, it's okay. He's probably very smart. And private too. I suppose he probably wouldn't let on even if anything was wrong.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to keep looking.
I keep an eye out too.
Alright. Elsa. So, a couple of people left, I guess. How are you feeling, Mamusha? Mamusha? Probably. Probably not. Worried, of course. He's my father. I'm sure he can take care of himself. Yes, he always did, but he can't go on forever like that. At some point, he needs to admit he needs help. Wasn't that why he hired Fraser? I suppose. Where do you think he is? He must be here somewhere. This building is big and old, almost like a maze, twice as old as Miroslav. A maze? He's redecorated a lot over the years, filled in passageways and added new walls. To make the shop more appealing? I wish I knew. That's the cool thing about the Winchester house, I think. Legend says, I don't know if that's actually true, that the lady Winchester built all those corridors and small rooms and whatnot in this house. So the Winchester house is by the Winchester, the actual gun, manufacturers. And it's gigantic. It's the whole maze. And they, for ages, they didn't stop building this house. Like, it's a weird monster of a house. And legend has it that they build it so all the ghosts of the people that died through the guns of the Winchesters would not find them in the house, which is such a cool concept. I mean, I love it. Whether it's true or not, I don't care. It's amazing. All right, let's continue. Every time I would ask him why the building seemed to be getting smaller inside, he just laughed and said I was growing up. Or maybe Miroslav just killed a lot of people and the walls are full of corpses. It's a possibility. When did you last speak to him? Last week, I think. We were discussing something trivial. What was it? I think something to do with him moving the furniture in his apartment. He wanted to? No, not at all. The layout is so haphazard, like this shop, but he just says this is how it is. Infuriating man. But it is his home, Mamusha, not yours. I knew you'd take a side. You take after him in so many ways. I love that this is like little, it could either be a cookie or a skeleton, a skull, but it's obviously a skull. What shall we do next? Search this whole building. Rip it apart if we have to. But Mamusha, Miroslav wouldn't want us to. Damn his pride and damn this clutter. I know he wouldn't agree, but his life is more important than any of these things. Let's speak later. Of course. And then we got Nick. It's good to see you again, despite the circumstances.
Good of you to say. How are your studies? What was it you were completing? A master's?
A PhD in ancient history, specifically Mesopotamian rituals. Of course, if you're going into cosmic horror, that's what you study. Very interesting. You always were a clever one. Well, again, I met many academics, and just because you study doesn't mean that you're smart. Also here, I studied. I have my master, doesn't mean anything. It was partly your influence, You always had a passion for your job when you were teaching.
I wish I could say that the passion still remained.
What changed?
Too many things to get into right now, lad.
Where do you think Miroslav is?
Probably in bed, nursing a headache. Usually people slow down in their drinking as they get older, but he seems to want it to inhale alcohol.
It's not that bad, surely.
I may be exaggerating, I must say. I'm worried.
The letter inviting us to a meal, the fact he hasn't shown up, it's all very different. How are things between you and Nick? Last time I saw you, there seemed to be...
Tension? Yes, you could say that.
I don't always approve of the way he approaches life. What do you mean?
He sees everything as a commodity, even his family.
In what way?
Let's discuss this later.
Ooh, gossip. How are things between you and Jackie? Oh yeah, that's the physio thingy?
What do you mean?
I just thought Jimmy said you and she were... I'm sorry.
Jimmy needs to learn to keep his nose out of others' businesses. Anyway, there's nothing to speak of now.
Okay, let's move on. Ooh, I love this. I love this so much. It's not just how here, click here and, you know, continue the plot. It's actual character dynamics and backstories. Oh my god. Characters have motivations. I love it. I'm going to keep looking.
Yes, as it should be.
Alright, so what do we have? Assorted trinkets. The items were interesting, but I didn't have time to browse. Look at the masks. Look at the carpet. Yeah, a key was hidden under the carpet. I picked it up. What? Do we have an item? No. Oh, we do! Oh, it's beautiful. What's that? Oh! Oh, I love this so much. Okay, what do we have here? Coin collections. Oh, that's boring. As much as I wanted the coins, I didn't need them. Maybe we will. Door to the office. The door was locked, but I had found the key. Bap? Bap? I unlocked the door. Alright.
Damn, he's not here.
I'll look around. We may find something. There was an old CCTV system next to Miroslav's desk. It was worth a look. Look, is this a cat? Looks a cat. But it also looks like the cat has nipples. Condiments. The vinegar was the only condiment likely to be useful. No, didn't take. There's a plate. I wasn't here to wash up. Diploma. Miroslav would be livid if I moved his diploma. I just want to look at it. What's on it? Oh! It was Miroslav's diploma in history from Jagiellonian University in Krakow. It was one of the only items he had brought with him to Britain when he fled in 1939 at the eve of the World War II. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Ooh. So, hard upcoming. The remains of a meal lay on the plate, most likely from lunch. So what's with the condiments? A selection of condiments. Okay. A letter. The letter was written in an unfamiliar handwriting. Mr. Slazak, I was given your contact details by a mutual friend. I wanted to let you know that we appreciate your efforts. These are dark days, but we are the custodian of the dreaming. I have to meet you one day. Yours, W. Stanhope. The custodians of the dreaming. That's amazing. It reminds me of Neil Gaiman's Sandman. But... and also this. So this is like a tower. If I remember correctly, the tower is one of the very few tarot cards that really just sucks. I think the Hanged Man and the Tower, that's the two cards. You know, usually whatever card you pick, the fortune teller will be like, yeah, it may be the devil, it may be death, you know, but you can still see something good in it. And then when you pick the Tower or the Hanged, everyone's like, oh, so sorry. So, very interesting. Very interesting. Rotary telephone. Who do I call? The line was dead. Oh. A pinned moth. Why would I need a moth? I don't know. Oh, that's me. Got nothing to say. It was an antique brass goblet. It wasn't worth much, but it had reminded me of a scene in one of my favorite adventure films when I was growing up, so Miroslav had kept it on display for me. Oh, probably Indiana Jones, right? Wasn't that the goblet where the Nazis melted into, I don't know, something gross? What's with the pinned moth? It was a curious specimen of a moth. Why would he have such a useless thing? I mean, it's a lot of useless things that are still interesting. It was a silver platter with an intricate pattern etched on it. Do we want to take it? The platter was far too cumbersome. The platter was far too cumbersome to carry around. Besides, I had no reason to. What's that? A strange cube. It was an intriguing silver cube, probably antique, but what was its purpose? The one thing I wish you wouldn't stand in front of the item I want to click on. The cube was strangely warm to the touch. Ah! I have it. I also have the mysterious letter. Ooh, what's in the jar? It was a large bell jar filled with viscous purple liquid. There was something floating in it, but I couldn't make it out. Can we take it? I had no need or wish to carry the jar around. I love this so much. Oh my god. I love this! Why do both of these look like hooded coats? Okay, I think this is it. Fraser, how has it been? No, we're... Okay, so we did everything here. Well, let's do it. Oh no, there's another... I saw something green. Sorry.
Something's wrong with the footage. Most of it is gone.
Judges never like to spend money unless you had to. I'm pronouncing it differently every single time in the hopes that one of them will be the right one.
No, it's not that. I know the system is old, but it should work fine. I'll try skipping through, see if anything turns up. Wait, here's something.
That's the corridor upstairs, outside his apartment.
You see that?
Someone out on the fire escape.
Who the hell is that?
It's a break-in, do you think?
Oh, that first one's a big guy, whoever he is.
Well, they both look the same size, but okay. Any idea who they could be?
Not at all.
Professional, too. He's picking the lock. Don't you want to, like, go upstairs or something? Is this real time or is this recorded? We need to get upstairs now. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, absolutely. What? Wait, there's judges. Dziadzias.
No.
Please tell me you didn't go in there. Oh, shit.
This camera, what's wrong with it?
Oh, no.
Is he looking at the camera?
Look at the time. Was he waiting out there for 5 minutes? So it's old recording. Damn it. Is there anything else? There's a note. I saw it.
That's an hour ago. There's nothing else.
Turn it off. We need to get up there. You could just turn it off yourself. That's so rude. You see something on the screen?
No. What did you see?
I didn't see anything. Nothing. Let's go. I did not. I didn't. I did not. Did I? Oh, shit. So what is that? Window key. Pick it up. I took the window key.
Yeah.
I don't want to have it. Okay, well, let's go. Do we... Oh, return to shop. There we go. Oh, I love this so much. Holy freaking... Maybe we'll say something about the trinkets. The table was covered with interesting items from all over the world. What about the... Oh, yeah. I had always enjoyed browsing the different coin collection that Miroslav had collected over the years, especially those from Greece. There were some exquisite specimens, including a silver stater from Thrace, with a relief of a griffin on the head, a relief of Heracles on the reverse. Oh, that actually is cool. That's cool. Anything else? Curious painting. There was no need to move the painting. I had more important things to do. The painting was an abstract piece, a dark landscape of some sort. It seemed to be a new piece, unless I had missed it last time I'd visited. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Old fish. Oh, there's everyone. Man, that's a lot of people. Jimmy. Where could Miroslav have gone?
Your guess is as good as mine, but I reckon he'll be here somewhere.
I hope nothing happened to him.
Yeah, he'll be fine, I'm sure. He's a tough old bugger. They build them strong in Poland.
Sure do. Are things still difficult between you and Nick?
We're at the Cold War stage, bud.
That bad?
Could be worse. Could be a lot better.
You used to be so close. What happened?
Life, all sorts. Hard to say, really.
He's so bloody minded it's hard to find any middle ground. Man can't have any fun. How's the business doing? Which one? Doesn't matter. All are golden, mate. Just golden. I don't believe him. When you say that, Got a new sideline in Greyhound Racing. Love those quick little buggers. Ew. No. Make a lot of money for old Jimmy chasing that robot rabbit. Sounds fun. It's not fun, mate. It's serious business. By the way, did you think about that offer I mentioned? Don't do it. The investment. The opportunity. So what do you think? If business is so golden, why would you need my money, huh? Maybe in a few months. I'm still finishing my doctorate. I need to make sure that I can support myself. Yeah, why would you ask someone who's doing their master's? Those people do not have money. But you'll be more comfortable when the profits start rolling in. Anyway, that's fine. Just fine. Give me a call when you want to get rich. Yeah. I can give you a call if I want to get poorer. Poorer. How's your health? Mamusha said you'd been in hospital. Blood pressure issues. Nature of the beast in my trade. I was dicey there for a bit, but I pulled through. Should you be smoking? Jesus, Baza, not you too. That's why Nick keeps talking about. Stop smoking, stop drinking, no red meat, blah blah blah. May as well end me now if that's my life. I'll be back. I'll be back. Jackie, how are you, Jackie? I'm fine, but it doesn't really matter at the moment. You need to find Miroslav, make sure he's okay. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to suggest you aren't concerned. I know you are, B. It's fine. Maybe I should be panicking more. It seems a bit unreal, especially the invitation. Nothing wrong with staying calm. Just stay focused. Just seems out of character. I know what you mean. Where do you think he could be? Honestly, I think he fell asleep in his apartment. At least I hope that's the case. Taking nothing for granted. Should have done this before we went to the office. It is what it is now. How was the last time you saw him? Did he seem ill at all? Maybe coming down with something? I saw him last week and he was in pain, as he always was. He had a frozen shoulder. Other than that, he was the same as always. He's never a bundle of energy, but his mind was as sharp as ever. When did you last see him? Around a month ago. I've been working on my PhD. I need to finish it. It's fine, B. No need to explain yourself to me. You haven't done anything wrong. Right. Did he say anything to you last time you saw him? Give you any hint that anything was wrong? I don't think so. He was quiet and thought. But he always is. Seems that way. He was spending a lot of time looking over his sales ledger. Almost didn't have time for his physio. I think he was balancing the costs. That blue one he usually keeps in his office. Oh, do we want to go back? His letter was odd. Different. I know what you mean. It was, I don't know, short? Yes, that's exactly it. It was straight to the point. No color, none of his usual narrative flourish. It was rushed. Yes, and he never seems to rush anything. And that talk of a dark secrets can't be referencing anything good. I'm going to check around. Sarcophagus, yes! The sarcophagus was initiation, as far as I could tell, but made of robust materials. The crook and flail were particularly impressive, made of cast iron. The crook would be useful if I could get it unstuck. Ooh. It was far too heavy for me to move. Besides, the only useful part of it was the crook. What's the crook? Can I take the old fishing net? Some of the rope could be useful, but it was far too large to take the whole thing. Ah. It was an old fishing net made from coils of thick rope and weighed down with iron weights. Dolls! Some dolls from the 1920s. Their wide glass eyes stared back at me. Just, no, I don't want to take it. Odd items. Miroslav kept some of his more interesting items up here, as if they were a reward for those willing to browse more thoroughly. There was nothing that was obviously useful, even if they were interesting. I can't get the maze. Aww. What's that door? It's probably upstairs. The door was locked tight and bolted from the other side. Okay. Blue cloth. Can I take it? Yes. What's the dresser door? Can I open it? Oh. Candlestick. Looks alright. Yeah, take that. Oh, that's so cool. I love it. Okay, let's go back to the ground floor. I'm sorry, but we'll want to take a look at the ledger, right? Oh, we can't. Maybe it's upstairs. Probably. Okay, well then I guess we'll... Wait. Got nothing to say. Yeah, no, I thought... Oh, it was you. It was you. Oh yeah, also I returned to the shop this direction. Wait. Can I take this? Yes, shepherd's shears. The shears might prove useful. Yeah, I can... What's that? A brass head? It was a curious head cast out of brass. There was a latch on the side. As curious as I was to see what was inside it, I had more important things on my mind. Okay. There's a shield. I had no need for the shield, hopefully. Ooh. So much stuff. Okay, well, let's go. Use the shears on the fishing net. For whatever reason. I managed to cut a length of rope from the net. I also took one of the weights. Yeah, why not? A rough iron weight, flaked with rust. A thick length of rope out from the net. How can I have the window key. The window was locked, but luckily I had found the key in Miroslav's office. Yep. I unlocked the window. Ooh. Ooh. Beautiful. Oh, shit. It was lucky I wasn't further up the ladder before it broke. I need to think of another way to climb up. Can I use the rope? No? That's ridiculous. Why not? I could... I tied the rope around the top of the candlestick, making a rudimentary hook. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do with the weight. I love this little animation. Oh my god, I couldn't reach that with my hands. I needed to think of something else so that I could get up there. Zazias was relying on me. Use the rope. I hoped my arms would be up to the task, and that the rest of the fire escape would hold out. I would not be up to the task. The corridor outside of Miroslav's apartment smelled musty, like dry paper. It was stacked with boxes and crates. Had he been planning to move? First things first. I needed to let the others in. I went in and bolted the door to the second floor. It's a whole party here. Alright. Again, do we have new... Go find him, B. He must be in there. Okay. What's about the crates? I had better things to do than go through the crates. Okay, well, let's go to the letter. It was a hastily written letter from Miroslav. The corner was spattered with blood. Do not follow me. I was a fool to resist my fate. No one should suffer for my arrogance. Leave and do not look back. I said it before, I say it again. If you want people to not follow you, don't write it like this. Don't write anything at all. Or write something incredibly boring where people are like, oh man, I can't gather the energy to follow. But this is so intriguing. It's like, what happened? We need to find out. We need to follow him. A rubbish chute. The chute was sealed shut. Okay, can we open this? Miroslav, open up, please. Tata, please. The door was locked. Miroslav was probably in there, potentially hurt. I had to force my way in somehow. Can I use the stone on the apartment door? No. What is... There was no need to rip the sign off the wall. Yeah, but what does it say? The sign said, please do not use the rubbish chute. I had no idea why Miroslav had kept it up. He was the only person who lived in the building. The crates were either for import or export. Only Miroslav ever really knew. I had no idea how he had got them up here. It didn't make sense. Surely they hadn't been carried up the stairs? There's a suitcase. What's in there? There was no need to take that. I needed to get inside. I see nothing special about it. Okay, so no one has really something more to say. Please, Boris, find Tata. He'll be fine, I know it. Damn it, get in there, Boris. How do we force our way? With the shears? No. Okay, maybe we have to go back down and find a way to find something for forcing. What's with the vase? That won't do anything. But what is with the vase? The vase? The vase. It was an interesting vase, Chinese, most likely porcelain, probably quite valuable. The Iron Crook was glued to the sarcophagus. Maybe there was a way to get it out. Yeah, he's always standing in the way. That's the one thing that it would be better if he would, if I click on something that he stands next to it, so I can, because I always have to rearrange him. Look, and then he doesn't even do what I want him to do. Iron Crook. No. I think that's all I have. Sword. Tempting, but no. Aww. Boris! It was a yataghan, a saber from the Ottoman Empire. The blade had been dulled for safety. God damn it, you party pooper! I want the sword. The leather chair. It was Miroslav's chair. I had found him sleeping in here many times over the years. I was hoping today would have been one of them. This was no time for sitting down. Oh wait, what's that? Vinegar. Oh, I get... Oh. I thought it was part of the bottle of strong spirit vinegar. I thought it was part of the condiments. I didn't know it was a separate thing. So I guess with the vinegar you loosen it, which does not make sense. It's vinegar doesn't loosen glue, does it? No, it does not. So what? That's ridiculous. Well, this is an adventure. I don't know. Soaked in vinegar. What? Why? Cloth soaked in vinegar. Also, that's ridiculous. We're in a point-and-click adventure game. Okay, everything goes. If I want to use, I don't know, the toilet with a cat, I will do it. I will do it. I rubbed the vinegar on the glue and it started to dissolve enough for me to get the crook out. Is that a thing? I did not know. I did not know this. It took me so long because I did not see the vinegar. Okay, but now we can go inside. I guess this will be the end of the demo. It took me so much longer. The door swung inwards to a short hall. The apartment beyond was shrouded in shadows. Well, go in there. I took a deep breath and moved into the darkness. A man was lying on the floor, blood seeping from wounds on his face. There was no sign of Miroslav. Oh, it's still alive.
Don't let the door close.
Oh!
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. I still want to play.
God in heaven. No, I'll probably said it differently. God in heaven. Yeah, that fits. Oh, okay. Whoop. Whoop. Yay! The tragic loss of M. Slazak started life as a one-shot Call of Cthulhu scenario that I wrote and ran for my buddies. The story has developed a lot since then, but you will have to wait for the full game if you want to see the grisly conclusion. Please consider wishlisting this game on Steam, it really helps. Yes! I absolutely will! This is hecking amazing. I loved it. For updates, follow Beyond Booleans. The Beyond Booleans on Facebook. Thanks to Alpha Beta Gamer, Supercat Punch, Dark Fantasy Studios, Spencer Jones, and Dominica Nala. Also by Beyond Booleans for further Lovecraftian horrors. Oh, there's other point-and-click Lovecraftian cosmic horror games. Oh well, don't mind if I do. I love this. First of all, this felt really handmade, and I love it. I think the visual style is gorgeous. I love the writing. I really do. I mean, tease me with family drama. I love it so much. Oh my god. I mean, most of the fiction I consume, whether it's books, movies, whatnot, that has nothing to do with horror, is all about interpersonal drama. And even in horror, I want it, you know, because it's so interesting and I love it. And like the gossip tease of like relationships and fallouts and everything. It wasn't even a lot of horror in this intro, but I'm so hooked already because here's the thing. If you have those personal, dramatic relationships and, you know, tensions, then as the player, I'm so drawn in because I care about those people. Suddenly there's something I want to know about this person, you know. It's not just a random protagonist that is just stumbling through the world, which also happens, you know. I mean, we have those as well. Especially Lovecraft actually didn't really care about giving his protagonist a lot of personality. They were just like the scary dude, in the corner going crazy. But I think, as always, like, the best Lovecraftian stories are actually not written by him. Also, they have less racism, which is great, And I think in horror, it's always nice to really care for the people that are part of it. And here, I care, like, and that's the great writing. I care, like, I have a sense of every single character. I might not care about every single character, but I do want to know more about them. And that's really freaking fantastic. I think the puzzles were great, even though it took me a while because I didn't see the vinegar. That's on me. It was a little bit of pixel hunting because he mentioned it while I was clicking on the condiments, and that's why I thought, oh, surely if the vinegar is part of the condiments, and if he wanted it, he would have taken it. I loved that there were also other items that you couldn't use, but that had like some more world building, attached to it. I know I complain about it, like, why can't I click on it but not use it? But I do love it because in a recent other point and click, I said, I do enjoy it because it's part of the fun in point and click adventure games, that you click on random stuff that has nothing to do with any puzzles with the story, or rather that has something to do with the story by showing you more, telling you more about the person, because that's what you do when you go through a room of someone else, or you go through a room and you see something, you attach memories to it, I mean, you see a certain object and you're like, oh yeah, that was the day at the county fair where Pa took me. And so it adds to the world, and it's really engaging, and I love it. I think the setup is fantastic. So obviously, Grams has some super dark secrets. I love the cliffhanger, and I love a slow beginning, which this was, because there were no horror elements. But that's the greatness of it, that just the last bit was like, whoa. And then you want to know more. So yeah, I will totally wishlist this, and I hope this will come out this year. It's soon. I want it. Unless the developer, has a lot to do and on their plate, then of course take your time. I don't want to stress you out. But yeah, I can't wait for this. Like this, it has been a while. It has been a hot minute, but I'm super excited about this. So yeah, I really hope this is a full game. How did you like it? Who do you like most? Who do you think? No, not who do you like most, but also, yeah, who do you like most? But also, who's the most intriguing? Who do you want to know more about, aside from Miroslav? So personally, I actually think the sketchy uncle, sketchy uncles, that's always interesting. Like, he has some bad business, right? It's not golden. I think his business is ruined, and that's why he needs to ask his academic nephew for money. I mean, you don't do that if business is great. Man, then you have actual leads, actual business partners that have money. If you need to ask family for money, something's off. So yeah, he's really interesting. But also, I think the physiotherapist probably something. She probably knows more than she leads on. Yeah, but I also really love the mother because there's, some tension with her father. And she's and Boris is kind of in between, so that's always fun. But yeah, I want to know more about every one of them, to be quite honest. Yeah, but how about you? Also, if you're new to this channel, I play a lot of indie horror games. I recently started Home Safety Hotline, which is super fun. That's part of the usually a little bit longer Let's Plays that I play on Sundays, and on Wednesdays and Fridays I play shorter games, demos, etc. So that's the usual thing. Occasionally I throw in a short from one of the videos, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, if you like that, if you enjoy that, and if you watch Let's Play because you want all the commentary, all the associations, all the wild theories, and all the helpless stumbling through puzzles, then you really fit here. And I promise you, if I'm a condiment, no, not just any condiment, if I'm vinegar, and you're like, ooh, that could be helpful, I will make myself very available. I make it very obvious. I will huff and puff until I'm like 2 or 3 times my size, so you don't have to pixel hunt, but see me just from the door No, from the first or second floor you see me, you can smell me because I'm vinegar. So you can easily catch me to solve that weird puzzle about the crook. So subscribe. Anyways, I hope you had a good time. I hope you have a wonderful day with my creaky chair. Bye, see you. This is my self-recorded outro song so I don't get hit with copyright claims. If you subscribe to a lot of fun tutorials, reviews, and let's plays.